So the movie The Bike Riders takes place in the early 1960s. We learn about a biker group called the Vandals, how they started, what their early days were like, and how things changed over the years. So I only saw maybe 1 or 2 trailers for this movie, but I was actually very intrigued anyway because I was like, we're going to get some really good acting in here, and the movie actually might be good. Alright, so let's just take a look at this trailer here.
Bloodthirsty werewolves on wheels.
Come on, man! Who did that? No. This is why I don't get invited to premieres, so here is the review for The Bike Riders. The movie opens up with one of our main characters, Kathy, telling her side of the story and how she fell into the group The Vandals, and how she actually started dating their number 2 guy, Benny, played by Austin Butler. And Jodie Comer is so good in this movie. Kind of feels like an old SNL sketch, the way she delivers her lines, because everything that comes out of her mouth is hilarious. Let me just say, everybody else in this movie is also really, really good. Tom Hardy plays Johnny, the leader of the Vandals, and we get to see like his humble beginnings of how the group started. Just showing the passion that he had for the bike riding, and then also surrounding himself with like-minded individuals who also shared the same passion. Just how that tight group just became more of a family to him than his own wife and kids. Austin Butler plays Benny, who's so young and fearless, and he's kind of like Johnny's little brother almost. There is something that they do that I think is really well done here, and it's like a love triangle. It's between Benny, Kathy, and the biker life. I gotta give the director a lot of credit for that, because that could have easily been very stupid and very corny, but they did such a great job with executing that. Man, this movie is so character driven. This movie is stuffed with some amazing characters. I know people are comparing this movie to like Goodfellas and stuff, but I feel like the more accurate description would be, this is The Outsiders on motorcycles.
We'll do it for Johnny.
This movie has so many standout personalities. Michael Shannon plays Zipko, and even though he's not the main character of the movie, his character is so heavily layered, and Michael Shannon does such a good job delivering it. I thought Boyd Holbrook was really good in the film. This is probably one of my favorite things that I've seen him in so far. Oh man, Norman Reedus, he was good, but man, every time he was on screen, all I could think about was the axe murderer in the movie Armed and Dangerous.
If I go to jail, I'm gonna kill you.
Like, this movie isn't perfect, don't get me wrong, because I did have some legitimate questions like, where does everybody get their money? Does anybody work? We actually have some pretty cool and brutal biker fights here, but even after some of those scenes, 2 people from the opposite groups will actually end up having a beer together, and I thought that was pretty funny. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this movie. This film was definitely a nice palate cleanser, especially after watching so many bad horror movies as of lately. I liked the story of this movie. I liked how the story actually flowed well together. I liked the characters. The actors in this movie all did an amazing job. Not only did this movie have some great cinematography, but we had some great sound design, because when those guys revved up their engines, you really felt it. My rating for The Bike Riders is, go see it on the big screen. It's definitely worth the price of a matinee ticket. Alright, did you see The Bike Riders? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Please leave a comment below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and I'll see you at the movies.
Bartender, you call the police?
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.